Hello, class. My name is TKanik, and I will be discussing the topic of esports. We're going to start off by reviewing the timeline, moving into market trends, followed by branding, technology, the impacts of COVID-19, education, and general questions.
It's almost about to go down. My God! The Lions down. Kaboom! They lit the fuse, and they are going to take the game here. It's just a bit more. Frost's charmed up, and it's the kiss of death for him. A triple kill coming in for Tinos, and I can't believe it, D-Man. Kaboom! Takes the game over Alliance. What the hell just happened?
What is esports? Esports are organized video game competitions, most often in the context of organized tournaments. But the question is, why are they so popular? They've been around for 30 years. But why in the last 10 years have they gained an immense popularity? Is it the technology? Is it mass media attention? Or is it a new genre of games? What is clear is there has been a significant surge in popularity, both with streaming services such as Twitch and live tournaments with cash prizes. Let's take a quick moment to discuss the timeline. Before getting into the topic of discovering brands and themes, we need to take it back to the 2010s when esports really began to take over the world. There was an influx of new titles and new games that were being released. Additionally, as technology became more of a mainstream function, gamers were able to reach a wide audience through the online platforms, such as Twitch, Mixer, and YouTube. Next, let's jump into market trends. Over the past 10 years, esports revenue has significantly grown. As you can see in the graph above, between 2018 to 2023, the projected growth is over double. Aside from revenue growth, audience growth has also seen a significant increase, again, almost doubling. One thing I would like to point out is the revenue is not seen through the technology end. The revenue is seen through the sponsorship. One thing to note, without technology, sponsorships would not be the main revenue source. It's not just about playing the game anymore. Let's talk branding.
Through research, 3 themes have emerged: the importance of online video, a trust towards community-centric marketing, and an affinity towards influencer marketing from relevant personalities. This raises the question, do you think the esports community would be as strong as it is today without streaming services such as Twitch, Mixer, and YouTube? Let's talk about transforming the future of esports with technology. With audiences larger than the Super Bowl, esports are propelling growth with innovation and technology. Partnering with companies such as AT&T and Intel to increase innovation is key. Let's take a quick look at Oculus Quest, the first ever all-in-one VR gaming system.
Whoa. There's a cherry down there. Nice grab, nice grab. Nice. Cut up, cut up.
Yeah, there you go. Whoa.
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 Forward, down, forward, wide.
Whoa. Whoa.
Okay, I'm back, everybody. Sit together, all right?
Whoa!
Whoa!
As shown in the video, you can see not only the advancement in technology, but also the advancement in freedom. This raises the question, do you believe all esports and video games in general will be moving towards a VR-related platform in the future? Touching more on the points of VR, it is also predicted that in the future, sporting events such as soccer, football, baseball, etc., will be transformed more into a VR setting. The world of virtual reality will become part of the esport game. Looking at the video above, they have taken a sports arena-based game and combined it with virtual reality to make an esports game. Additionally, there has been discussion about incorporating esports games into the Olympics. This is in conversation for the 2024 Paris Olympics. I raise the question, is esports the future of all sports? Or will there always be a separation between esports and traditional sports? Let's talk COVID-19 implications on the esports community. With the world turning to an online platform throughout COVID-19 and foreseen in the future, did this really impact the esports community? Short answer is yes, but honestly, for the better. Though esports stadiums are empty at the moment, unlike traditional sports, esports can take place anywhere, even in the comfort of your own home. According to Hall 2020, revenues for many gaming companies and platforms have increased during the pandemic. The lockdowns have boosted user engagement with video games and esports. Additionally, traditional sports leagues around the world have turned to esports in a way to engage fans during the pandemic. Do you think the rise in video games and esports will have a negative impact on today's youth? Let's move into the topic of video games and education. Let's watch a quick TED Talk by Andre Thomas, who discusses the effective use of game-based learning in education.
I hear you may say, games don't really belong in the classroom. Well, that's like saying books don't belong in the classroom. I don't prescribe to that. I'm about to show you another example of a game that was created right here and used. See if this works. Yes.
From engineering to medicine to 3D graphics, calculus is foundational for all STEM careers. However, calculus courses today have among the highest failure rates of any course on any campus, and there is a growing body of evidence that explicitly ties calculus to attrition in STEM degrees. At Tricium, our team collaborates with educators to address these complex educational issues and transform how students learn. Welcome to Variant Limits, the first in a new series of immersive educational experiences for calculus students. Variant Limits brings calculus to life by transforming abstract ideas into creative and visually engaging challenges. As an explorer on a planet governed by calculus principles, students will discover a vibrant 3D world. Throughout the world, students will overcome obstacles by applying skills and concepts learned in class. Students will gain a new perspective on difficult topics such as limit laws, continuity, and the intermediate value theorem, and use their experiences within the game to construct and retain calculus knowledge. Variant Limits promotes conceptual understanding through direct interaction and immediate feedback in the game environment. By providing students an opportunity to take a more active role in the learning process, Variant engages and motivates students like no other learning tool. As students advance, learning is recorded via the instructor portal, which provides detailed information and tracking tools. A revolutionary new way to teach calculus, an innovative tool to empower and engage students. The first in a series that will transform the calculus experience. Play to learn with Variant Limits.
Now I can tell you this looks like homework I want to do, but the data speaks for itself. Students' homework play an average of 10 times between 2 and 4 hours. I don't know any other homework students are willingly doing that often to get better, to master a subject. And while our own studies are still ongoing, a teacher in Italy recently used this game in her class. Last year, 80% of her class succeeded. It was pretty good. This year, the first time she used the game in her class, and the rate went to 100%. Everybody mastered the subject. Not only did they master the subject, but the average grade went up by about 10% across the entire class. Now that's pretty powerful. And the feedback we're getting from students and from teachers, the engagement is overwhelming.
This TED Talk raises questions surrounding video games and educations. Do you believe that there should be an increased use of video games in a classroom setting for learning? Let's review the 5 questions discussed throughout this presentation. Do you think the esports community would be as strong as it is today without streaming services such as Twitch, Mixer, and YouTube? Do you believe all esports and video games in general will be moving towards a VR-related platform in the future? Is esports the future of all sports, or will there always be a separation between esports and traditional sports? Do you think the rise in video games and esports will have a negative impact on today's youth? Do you believe that there should be an increased use of video games in a classroom setting for learning? Thank you so much for checking out my esports presentation. I look forward to your posts in the discussion board. The following is a list of my references used. For the active links, please check out the discussion board.